Hi everyone! I really am trying out new angles for this series. My name is Tove, this is my channel, ToveLoveKnits, and the fourth episode in my series about making of the Vandre sweater pullover. I am today on the floor because the project is becoming so big that I need a little bit more space, which is fine. If you haven't checked out the first 3 parts of this series, please do so now. I'll wait. No, I won't wait. Please come back when you've done that, so you have sort of some context of what I'm about to start talking about. I am taking you along for, this is now going to be the end, hopefully the last part of this making of series, when I make my first brioche pattern. In part 1 we cast on, in part 2 I finished the back piece, in part 3 I finished the front piece. So that's the back, there we go, that's the front. Voila, the front. There you go. And we actually have something that resembles, there, look at that. Boo-doo, sweater. All right. Now it's time for the sleeves. And I said last episode that I will try to do them parallel, which I will do now. I was wondering if you want to have a, yeah, should I show? Probably I'll, okay. Let me do it like this. I don't know why I'm asking you. I will show sort of a timeline, what's it called? Of the cast on and how I start parallel knitting the sleeves. And then we'll see from there. I'm hoping that each sleeve will only be 50 grams. That's that. If I can keep myself down to that level, I will have no problem with the yarn amount. If I have to use more than 50 grams per sleeve, we are in big old trouble land, and then I have to buy more yarn. This is the yarn I'm using, Tweed Delight from Hobby. It is a 85% wool, 10% acrylic, and 5% viscose. I'm using the colorway 12, this burgundy color. I am absolutely still in love with it. Is this the wrong time to make this project when it's 32 degrees outside? Yes. Am I only doing because I'm doing this vlog / making of? Yes. So you're in luck. However, I'm doing a lot of other summer knits, so this is quite a good palette cleanser between the two. Anyhow. Should we just get going? Let's get on with it. I finished the cast on. As you can see, I have 2 strands of knitting, one connected to each a ball. I did the tubular cast on exactly as I did for the front and exactly as I did on the back. So I'm done now with the setup row. So you cast on, you do 2 setup rows, so I'm done with that. Now it says to do 21 rows, although the setup row and the cast on is different on the in the pattern. So I think I will do 19 rows, because I'm thinking the cast on is 1 and you do 21, so 19 I think. I'll do 19 and see how that will look like. Now I'll do the ribbing and then I'll come back to you after that. Hi everyone, I'm back on the floor. I'm trying to catch the light. This was a good spot without too much mess in the background. Hey, I want to give you guys an update because I have worked on the sleeves, of course. We cast on, I knitted the rib, and I started knitting plain brioche again. And this is where we are. So remember I did parallel. You remember it was 2 seconds ago from you. A day ago for me. Anyway, these are my 2 parallel sleeves. There we go. Now what I did last was to do 1 row of the first increase. So now from here we will start increasing the sleeves, and after that we will do like a cap sleeve. So it will stay, it will so I'm sort of, let me see, I'm sort of here, there, and now I'm going to increase a couple of times until I hit the underarm, and then I'm going to do the cap sleeve on top, and that will go into the front and the back piece. Where am I in yarn? I'm in trouble, for sure. I'm in trouble when it comes to yarn. These are my last 2 balls that I have started on. My fear is I'm gonna have to buy maybe 2 more balls, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. So what I will do now is that I have, as I said, already done the first increase here. And then you will do like a chunk of knitting, and then you will do another piece of increase, chunk of knitting, and another piece of increase. So I think altogether is 4 increases. But that means, I started calculating, like that is, so this is 1 increase, and then 2, 3, 4. So I think 3 increases will be enough for me. So maybe I don't have to have that much yarn. I will have to have much yarn, what I'm talking about. Okay. So I will do the increases, and then I will check back in when I'm starting the cap sleeve or when the yarn is out. Remember as well that these are of course the sleeves, and I have done the front big piece and the back piece. I still have the collar, and I think that's going to be a 50-gram ball for sure. And then I'm going to have to sew it all up. I'll let you know. Good evening. Today it's Saturday, something, 5th? Let's say 5th of July. We are coming very close to the end of the Vandre. I'll show you where I am now. That is 1 sleeve and that's the other sleeve. But the yarn is out. I ran out of yarn. I mean, I knew I was gonna lose this yarn chicken race quite a while ago. I have done the rib and then 2 sets of increases. So I'm about sort of, this is the other way around, but I'm halfway through the sleeve basically. So I have knitted to the end of the ball, so both last 2 balls. So the thing with brioche is of course that I keep forgetting that it's a sort of a double stitch, right? So you have this yarn over, and then you come back and you knit it. So it's like a double knit stitch brioche. So it takes double the amount of yarn. And yeah, that I forgot that it was like that. So I think I have at least 50 gram left on each sleeve, plus the neckline. So I bought 3 balls now. I just bought 3 more balls of the Hobby Tweed Delight from Hobby. And with that, plus, you know, little bits and pieces for the sewing, I think I will have enough. I hope I will have enough. That will come probably not Monday, so maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. So for now, I'm gonna take a little bit break. I've also knitted a lot with this project today, so I really do need a break and need to go on to something else. But I'm very happy about the progress. I am very happy that I knitted it parallel, because now at least the new sets of balls which will have a different batch number will start at least at the same place, and it will start on the arm, like elbow crease basically. So if there's any difference in color, it'll come at the same place on both arms. All right. Hi, I'm back. The day is finally here. I have finished the sleeves. Let me show you. And there you go, one of them. And the second one. I ended up using 2 more balls, plus a little bit of the last ball I have. That's not true, I have still 1, but... So all in all, one sleeve is like 100 plus maybe 10 or 15 grams. I could weigh it, but I haven't. The parallel knitting went well. I'm really happy that I did it, because if I didn't do it, I don't know if I would sit here today, because this really became like tedious in the end. And in the end, when I had to cut into this last ball, I separated them and did the finish off one by one. So I do have now 4 pieces of material. So I have this is the back, I have the front, and I have 2 sleeves. So the patterns say to line up the front and the back with one of the sleeves and connect. Let me see if I can do that. So connect, sort of, that's the sleeve, that's the front or the back, what is it, back? Then connect first this part together. Then you can see that that's the neck and that's the side of the neck. So it will become sort of the neck and then a little bit of the shoulder, and then the back and then a little bit of the shoulder. And at that point, yeah, well, and then you connect the sleeve and the side, and then sort of that's where the bulk of the material is done. So then you do the neck after that. So I'm a little bit excited about doing the neck, so I'm wondering if I should do the sleeves and then the neck and then connect it, but probably I will just connect it all just to see sort of the shape is correct and all of that, and then I'll do the neck. So I'll sew it up now, and then I'll catch in with you tonight probably to show sort of a finished piece, excluding the neck. Yeah, that's gonna be exciting. Ooh, I'm a little bit nervous about this whole sewing thing, and which sewing technique should I take? I'm guessing just like a normal mattress stitch, is that what it's called? Okay, see you back tonight. And here I am with a poncho. There we go, this is the front. So only the top part is now connected, or like the side, so the under part and the side is not connected. But you can see the shape coming along, like that. It's gonna be oversized. It's gonna definitely be maybe a size bigger than what I could make, but I'm happy with that. I'm happy with something oversized, and it's gonna be super warm. Let me try it on for you guys. Ta-da! It's so weird because there's no shape in it. So this is sort of where it's gonna end. There you go. Okay, so I'm gonna continue now sewing the side seam and the underarm, and I'll come back and then we'll pick up stitches for the neck. All right, see you later. Ta-da! It's 30 degrees outside, by the way. This is not the right time to do this. Okay, there we go. It's so comfy. It's oversized, it's bulky, it's great sort of proportions, I think. Okay, so now the only thing left is the neck, and the neck is really big. And what I'm hoping is that, of course, that it's gonna just cinch in, and then I'm gonna have a big neck anyway, like neckline, so that'll be fine. But the arms are good. I can pull them up. I can do that if I want to. And the length is also good. So it's like just above, like over the bum, a little bit shorter in the front, and properly nice. Can you see the lines? Super good. Okay, we are very close now, guys. I have picked up stitches for the neckline, and that was quite straightforward. Basically, you pick up a stitch per cast off stitch, and then one in the seam. I hope it's going to be tight enough. We'll see. It looks okay now. Then you take 3 rows worth of 1 by 1 rib, normal, and I think that's for structure, and I think that's a good idea as well, because then you start with not a brioche stitch, but a fisherman, and half fisherman stitch rib, half fisherman rib. And that is like a, as I understand, and what I'm doing now, a little bit of a thinner version of a brioche stitch. I'm supposed to be knitting for 11 inches, which is, well, 4 inches is 10 centimeter, 18 20, so like 25 centimeters. That's a lot. So basically what I'll do is that I will knit until I'm basically running out of yarn. After that, I think you should do a couple of rows of like ending, so rib again, and then you bind off. So I will just simply make the collar as long as I possibly can, and then we're done. My goodness. Okay, so it is Saturday evening. I'll sit down and do as much as I can right now, and I'll check in with you before I go to bed, or when I'm done. Either or. Hello, so here it is. I'm trying on the collar real quick. I think it looks good. I think the size is perfect. I think the drape is there. It just has to sort of like be double the size now and then fold over. And then it's gonna look something like that in the end. I tried the half fisherman's rib, and I realized because it's gonna fold over, I didn't like the wrong side of the half fisherman's rib. So what I did, I changed it up to a brioche in the round. So every other round I purl and yarn over, and every other round I knit and yarn over. That's working quite well. You get the same stitch on the front and the back, and I really like the back now, or the wrong side, so that's gonna be fine. I've been on it for like an hour or so, yeah, an hour probably, and I'm quite bored. I'm gonna change to another project now, because yeah, my hands are starting to hurt and I'm getting quite bored. I'm gonna take this off because it's so warm. Yeah, I think I'll pick this up and talk to you when I finish the collar. Bye. Because of the nature of brioche is really that you shouldn't, it grows a lot on itself, so when you block brioche you shouldn't really stretch it out, you should actually tuck it back in. So that's what I've been doing now. I've been like plumping each brioche row, so it's a little bit like yeah, so it's a little bit plump and it's a little bit back together, and it doesn't like go away from me fully. That I'm in control. I put it outside today because I think that this is gonna take days to dry inside, so I'm hoping that the cool breeze but still warmth of today is gonna be perfect for this block. The neck is huge, as you see, but it's a double, you know, double rolled neck, so I think that's gonna be fine. That one I stretched a little bit further out because I wanted a little bit more of an open neck. Yeah, I'm really happy about it, and let's see how it goes with the block. It bled, the color bled a lot, so I'm happy that I did this one on its own, because also of course it's too big to block with anything else, but it bled a lot, so I'm hoping that that's gonna be the only time it bleeds. All right, so let's check back in when it's a little bit more dry. Hi friends, it is several weeks later, but I'm sitting here and we are coming to an end of this series because I hold in my hands the finished Vandre sweater pullover. It is mid-August 2025, and of course I haven't really been able to wear it more than just trying it on for a couple seconds at a time. But I'm looking forward to a little bit of chillier weather and a chance to wear this. Towards the end, when I started to sew it all together, when I tried it on, and then when I blocked it, which you have seen footage of, that blocking time, by the way, it took a week to dry, and I was really scared for that blocking. I totally wet blocked it, which maybe I shouldn't have done, because it grew a little bit more than it was already big, and it grew it even more. But since then I have worn a little bit, I've tried it, I stitched in a little bit more, and now I must say I absolutely love it. This is some footage of me trying it on, so enjoy that while I talk about it a little bit more. So this has been an incredible journey to really try to talk through a process from the beginning to the end. Talk through the process of doing brioche for the first time, and not being scared of mistakes I've been doing, and sharing it also with you guys here. And I think that has been quite liberating for me. But here it is. It is huge, it is warm, it's comfy, it's cozy, and I absolutely love it. The Vandre by Laura Versace. All in all, this is the 4th episode, and I've been knitting it for a couple of months now. Would I do it again? I mean, I never really knit anything twice, but I think so. I would probably knit a size smaller. I would probably knit it with a little bit more spun yarn, so it should be a little bit more structured texture. But yeah, I would definitely do it again. It was a quick knit actually in the end when I look back on it, because it's a lot of knitting, but it was a quick knit for the amount of knit I did. And it was quite straightforward and quite relaxing way of learning brioche. Here it is. Thank you so much for joining me during this series and supporting me and my little teeny tiny channel. I wish you a really nice ending of your summer. I have started to plan my fall knits. I hope you are feeling inspired to do the same. If you wouldn't mind leaving comments, liking, subscribing, all of the things, that would make me a super happy chappy. All right, have a great day and see you next time.